How do you get the most out of your on-camera talent from a pastor or from an interview guest or an actor you're working with? Well, there are some specific tips and techniques that I'm coming to teach you. Hi, I'm Kathleen Cook, and I'm coming to Accra, Ghana for the Church Media Summit on August 15th, and I want you to be there. The Bible says to let your light so shine before men that they see your good works and can see who you are by how you share your testimony. There's some specific things that you can learn on how you can direct your talent to be engaging on camera. And I'm going to be there to teach you how to do some of those tricks. So join me. Let's go. Let's learn together. And let our light so shine before men that they do see our good works. Come join me, August 15th. Register today.
I believe that telling stories through media is the most effective way we can change the culture. Hi, my name is John Ondo. I'm a documentary filmmaker, and I'm coming to Ghana in August. I'm going to be teaching classes on how to shoot, light, and edit documentary-style videos, which you can effectively use in your church to tell the stories and testimonies of how God is changing lives. Don't let not having a fancy camera stop you from doing documentary films. Right now, I'm talking to you on an iPhone 15, which will work great shooting 4K, especially if you know how to light properly and how to record the audio. I'm going to be teaching you some of these techniques and even some hacks on how to be able to produce your films quickly and effectively with the gear you probably already have. I'm so excited to come to Ghana to share with you my 40 years of documentary experience so that you can begin changing the culture through storytelling in media. I look forward to meeting you.
Welcome back. Like I told you, we are about to dive into an exciting and impactful conversation, and it's all about the Church Media Summit. And I'm sure this summit is actually set to pivot church leaders and especially media professionals. And also, if you listen to the video, everything about storytelling and how to use your tools right. All right, so in the studio with me right now is Stephen Adoblu, who is the communication lead of the Theo Vision International, Kathleen Cook, who's the founding partner and vice president of Cook Media Group, and Faloni Naido, who is the media production manager for Christian Vision South Africa. You are all welcome to the studio.
Thank you. So fun to be here.
Thank you so much. Now, Church Media Summit. Can you give us an overview of what the Church Media Summit is all about?
Okay, so the Church Media Summit is a gathering of media professionals who have had a lot of experience in video production, directing, social media, writing, acting, and generally in the media space, who are coming to Ghana to train us in all these areas. So we are calling on all media professionals and anyone who has an interest in filmmaking, directing, producing, acting, writing, social media to just come to the Church Media Summit for this training so that they can gain these experiences and skills in all these areas. Yeah.
Right. So how did the idea of the Church Media Summit come up?
So Theo Vision International for over 30 years has been organizing these trainings for people in the media space and broadcasting and radio. From 2012 to 2017, we had what we call the Global Partners Training and then the Africa by Radio Conference. Right. And these trainings were targeting broadcasters and media professionals. And this year we are putting together the Church Media Summit for people in church media. So we've always been organizing these trainings to expose people to media and broadcasting and radio.
Yeah. All right. So, Kathleen, what are some of the key topics or themes that will be covered during this, seminar?
Yes. So, well, thank you for having us. First of all,
Thank you so much.
Great to be here.
And we're excited to bring our talent, our expertise, the wisdom we've grown over the years, having worked in Hollywood for since 1991, a long time. And so some of the things that we're bringing, I'm particularly going to be focusing on theatrical acting, but also interviews, the job you do, your job.
Right.
How do you conduct great interviews? And obviously you're doing a great job
Thank
here.
you so much. Thank you.
So we're going to be talking about that. How do you produce a podcast, and how do you project on camera?
Right.
How do you get your message across? So that will be what I'm going to be specifically talking about. Then we're bringing in a producer to talk about how do you produce a show like what we're on today. How do you direct a show? We're bringing in a director.
Right.
We're bringing in a writer. How do this has to be scripted in some way so that you know what's happening and who's coming, all of those kind of things. If you're in film, how do you write that script? How do you get that dynamic story out there that God has placed on your heart specifically to tell?
Right.
And then we're going to be bringing in John, who will be doing editing. So often we think about directing, producing, acting as being the key elements, but really, if it's not edited correctly and edited well,
it doesn't tell the story.
It doesn't tell the story. We can point a camera, we can light a light, but we've got to learn how to tell the story.
Exactly.
And so that's what we're going to be focusing on. I'm excited to be bringing this team from Cook Media Group.
Right.
Cook has an E on the end, by the way. We're C-O-O-K-E, Cookie. And so Cook Media Group is fortunate to do that. We have a nonprofit that we run out of there called the Influence Lab. We believe that the church isn't just people coming to a church building, but it is all of us working in the marketplace, working in media, working in journalism, working in all those areas. Even maybe you're a doctor, a lawyer. All of us are involved in media in some way.
Yeah.
Do you know that we are bombarded with about 5,000 media messages a day? Media consumes our lives.
True.
Tell somebody what they feel like when they've lost their cell phone right now.
True.
Ever been there? Where's
Yeah,
my cell phone?
exactly.
We cannot live without that little device in our lives. And so screens are running our lives. And we believe that if we're going to reach this next generation with positive messages, with content that's great for the family, that's great for our intelligence and wisdom, that we have to be able to tell stories. I come from a faith background of Christianity, and my focus in my life has been on Jesus Christ.
Right.
Jesus Christ told stories, and he told stories because they resonated, because they stick with us. We can be told facts and figures and statistics till we're blue in the face, but you tell me a story and I'll remember
it. Will stick, yeah. All right, so Falani, how important are these sort of, summits to people in the media space already? I don't want to say people that are just thinking to join, but if you're already in the media space like me, how important is actually this kind of summit?
This is an opportunity of a lifetime. I mentioned this before and I'll say it again, that things like this don't just come knocking on your doorstep regularly. And so when it does, grab the opportunity while you can. You are going to be in a room of professional people that have been doing this for a number of years, that consider themselves experts in the field. Even that does not come by freely. So to all of those people that are still considering whether I should attend or not, I would say just be there, because I can guarantee you that you're not going to leave the same person as you walked in.
Right.
So we are super excited. I mean, we've come from all different parts of the world to come and make this happen in Ghana. So it's literally just a matter of people just showing up and receiving what we're willing to give.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. So Stephen, it's actually called the Church Media Summit 2024.
Yes.
So is it for only people in church?
No. So anybody who has that interest, because right now social media is a big thing. Media is a big thing. The ordinary person is now learning how to be in front of the camera, go on live on TikTok, on Instagram and all of that. So anybody at all can register. And one important aspect of this summit is the media ethics class. So we are going to have a class which is going to be facilitated by Bernard Avle.
Right.
He's going to teach us the rudiments and the ethics in media so that people can learn how to conduct themselves,
Right.
you know, in every space that they find themselves.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. So you've called Bernard Avle. You've also called Kathleen Cook. You've also called Faloni Naido. Who else is going to be part of this? Who else is going to be sharing their expertise with all of us?
So we have Phil Cook, we have John, and then we have Laura.
Right.
Yes, they are also part of this team. Yeah.
Yeah. So when is this going to happen?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
It's starting tomorrow.
Is it free?
It's not free.
Okay. So yeah, just let us know everything we need to know
Okay,
about
so
it.
registration is 600 Ghana
Right.
cedis. It's starting tomorrow at 5 p.m. at the Perez Chapel. So it's from Thursday to Saturday.
Okay.
But tomorrow is just the welcome ceremony. We are going to familiarize ourselves with the course outlines and stuff. So we start at 5 o'clock at the Perez Dome in Jolu.
Right.
Yes, and it's 600 cedis to register.
Yeah, sounds nice because it's 3 days, obviously.
3 days,
Yeah,
yes.
so yeah, that's a good one. And obviously, there are people watching you right now and still contemplating, should I make it, should I not make it? What are your last words to them?
I think I would like Kathleen to say something small, and then I'll come in.
Yeah.
Be there or you're out. You know, this is, as Faloni said, it is an opportunity of a lifetime. This does not happen, I'm sure, in Ghana very often.
Yeah.
And so this is your opportunity to be there, to be a member, to grow in your wisdom and skills, to have an even understanding of how media affects our culture and our world today. And so I would just encourage anyone, if you have any kind of interest at all in media, entertainment, arts, music, leadership, they need to be there.
Right,
And so I'm excited to be able to present. We're excited to bring this team here. I love how Faloni is also going to be talking about AI. Oh my goodness, how AI is affecting our culture and our world today.
Right.
We need to be forward thinkers, forward workers, an understanding of how we can use that technology to share the story we talked about earlier.
Yeah.
We've got to be telling stories.
Right, right. This is very interesting. Faloni, any last words?
Yeah, as Kathleen mentioned, I will be focusing on all things digital. I will be focusing on how individual ministries, churches, whoever you are, how you can have a mark in the online space, how you can influence on the online space, how the church could just grow your outreach and your church community using the online space. I will be going into the use of artificial intelligence and how you could use that to create content cost effectively, and how you could use that to create content to target audiences in spaces where there are safety and security issues. So there is so much. Don't think of the amount to pay as just, it's not a big amount, because really you're just using it to upskill. And again, I think the massive takeaway from this is that it's not just for 3 days, is that some of us that have attended, this is going to be just the start of what's going to come. So like, I am looking forward to connecting with people, to collaborating with people, to partnering with people, organizations, churches. I want to be able to work with people going forward. So it's not just about the 3 days, it's about what else could happen past the 3 days.
Stephen?
So, yeah.
Yes, so just like Faloni said, we have people coming from all over Africa. We have people coming, some are flying in this morning, and it's going to be like a network of media professionals in one place for 3 days. So you are going to get the skill and the knowledge, and then as well the relationships, build relationships and networks that can project. You don't know where you find yourself, you know, tomorrow. And so come, if you have a talent, come and acquire the skill and the knowledge to project your talent, so that you can, you know, be an all-round person. Yeah.
Right. So talking about an all-round person, I think this is actually very interesting, and it's very important for each and everyone out there to attend, okay? Especially if you have love, or if you have a little bit of talent, or if you want to even add to the knowledge that you already have. I think it's very important that you actually attend the Church Media Summit 2024. And like I said, it's all going to be about, you know, training you to get better, to scale up from one level to another. And the most exciting thing I'm really looking forward to see is the whole networking, collaboration. The world has changed. You never know who you're going to be working with. You never know where your work is, especially if it's good. And it's all about good storytelling too, like I'm doing right now. And I hope that this works for you. Ladies and gentlemen, so we've been speaking to Stephen Adoblosu, who's the communication lead of Theo Vision International, and Kathleen Cook, who is the founding partner and Vice President of Cook Media Group, and Faloni Naido, who is the Media Production Manager at Christian Vision South Africa. And it's all about the Church Media Summit 2024. I hope to see you there tomorrow because I will be there too. All right, guys, it's time for us to take a quick break. And when we come back, we are going to be talking about the This Is Ghana exhibition.
I'm Phil Cook, a television and film producer based in Los Angeles, and I've consulted with some of the largest media ministries in the world. And I'm going to be in Accra, Ghana, with an incredible team of professionals August 15th, 3 intensive days of media training.
I'm going to be teaching classes on how to shoot, light, and edit documentary-style videos, which you can effectively use in your church to tell the stories and testimonies of how God is changing lives.
Specifically, I'll be focusing on how you can produce the best live stream experience, plus church video and television production techniques, and how-to tips for creating compelling visuals and harnessing the power of storytelling.
Are you a writer and do you want to make an impact with your words? I'll be teaching on content creation, strategy, and sharing the 4 key development concepts that will help you become the writer that God has called you to be.
There's some specific things that you can learn on how you can direct your talent to be engaging on camera. And I'm going to be there to teach you how to do some of those tricks.
I'll be there moderating a panel on the role of media in the church. I'll be speaking about media and ethics. It's going to be exciting. It's happening in Accra, Ghana.
Together we'll explore strategies to amplify your message and elevate your online presence.
If you feel like you have a career ahead of you in the media, you want to pursue filmmaking, television, online, digital media, whatever it is, you need to be at this incredible event. Church Media Summit, August 15, Accra, Ghana.
Register now to be part of the 2024 Church Media Summit. See you there.